Police officers visit the wrong house for an ID check and end up owning themselves. This video from Texas shows an officer interrogating an innocent man regarding two separate calls, one about a suspicious person and another about a mental health concern. The situation escalates when officers demand identification, citing a description mismatch and leaving the man questioning the legality of their actions. The man calmly explains that he has been present the entire time and doesn't match the description provided. Despite this, the officers insist he's obligated to identify himself. "I didn't do anything wrong," he protests, asking what crime he's committed to warrant such scrutiny. Tensions rise as the man challenges the officers' conflicting narratives, pointing out discrepancies in their claims. One officer mentions a dark-colored hoodie, while another describes an entirely different scenario involving a man running through the property. Watch how this family handled the officers' conflicting narratives and share your opinion in the comments.
In the parking lot.
Who's your supervisor?
He never even
What's your
said
badge
that.
number? Your badge number.
No one was saying that?
Your badge number. I've been here this whole time.
No, not even you.
I don't know.
No,
Nobody
not even
said that
you.
inside the
Where's your
house.
supervisor?
No.
Nobody said that inside the house. Nobody.
Where's your supervisor?
He's seen it in a where?
In the parking lot. No, you didn't tell nobody that?
No, he
I was
did
here
not.
this whole time. I was here this whole time, sir. I swear on my.
Okay.
I swear on
This
everything
is
I
my
love.
property,
I was here watching my
and I'm
sister's kids.
answering. I mean, we're not going to discredit me, and we're not going to ignore me and pretend that I am not here.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check my dash camera quick.
Okay. Go check it.
And so that way you're aware, okay? And I'm talking to him. In the state of Texas, when we are investigating, any
Yes,
police
sir.
officer is investigating a call for service, and we encounter someone, okay, or we make contact with someone that either matches the description or whatever, okay, when we request for your identification,
She said that he
Hold
gave
on.
her two different
I'm not done.
colors.
I'm not done.
Two different.
I'm not done. When a peace officer requests for your name, date of birth, and address, you are obligated to give us that information because it's.
What crime did I commit?
Listen to me. It's.
I didn't do
It's an
nothing wrong. I was
Be
here this
quiet.
whole time.
Be
It is a
quiet.
class
I don't need
C
to identify
offense.
myself.
You're
Be
not letting me finish, sir.
quiet.
It is
Be
a class
quiet.
C offense for failure to provide identification when we're trying to provide or trying to do a investigation.
And then that could end up in a
according
lawsuit.
According to the call,
Please be quiet and
According
do
to the
not say
call,
anything. Just
you are
keep your mouth
matching the
shut.
description.
It was a different color jacket.
Please
I'm not even
shut
done.
your mouth and
You are
do not
matching the
say
description
anything.
that they gave us of a person that tried to break into a vehicle. Okay?
Okay.
That's
Oh
why.
my goodness. Now
Yeah.
y'all are changing the story
No.
again.
Okay, so we got calls that
I
we got a
mean-
male laying down the street wanting to die. He
Uh-huh.
claimed that he wanted to die. Then he went to the Legion, tried to break into a car there. They chased him off. He came walking down this road.
And what color
And guess
sweatshirt are
what?
you going to use now? Because I'm assuming you're going to pick the closest one to him since you're seeing him. Because the other
So,
officer said
I-
blue
The
and
other
black.
officer apparently saw him running back here.
Can I say something, sir?
I don't know.
Like I said, told the other officer, if I was really laying on the ground, I showed on my back, as the camera could see too, and my mother and y'all. My back is not dirty.
So I know who I'm talking to at least. Your first name? I'm Officer Costas, Somerset Police Department. 95.
It's Travis.
Travis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Travis. Look, we got two calls. Okay, like he was
Yeah.
saying, we got one call for suspicious person, the other call for the mental health. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's two calls right now.
Yeah.
The officer that first saw looked like you.
Yeah.
Run to the back of the property.
Yeah.
Okay, matching that description is where we're at right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an investigation ongoing, like he said. It
Yeah.
is a crime. It is on dash cam, as you just said. So
Yeah.
you're running to the back of the property from the street
Yeah.
from that angle.
So I spoke to the lady that called, okay, that's providing the description of y'all,
Yeah.
right? So she's saying that the guy that you were with in a dark colored hoodie was
If I go to the bar right now, they look at me, they're gonna be like, that's not him.
Okay, hey, well let me explain.
I mean, I could go there right
Be
now.
quiet. Be quiet.
So
do not
they,
say another word.
She said that I guess you were with another male who was saying, I just want to die. You're
I was-
not in any trouble, but if you do know where he is, we'd like to speak to him real quick just to make sure
I
he's
wasn't
okay.
with anyone. I was here this whole time, watching my sister's kids.
Okay,
What do you
well,
not
we'll
get
go ahead and
about
out of
that?
here, man. Yeah. You have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Too.
Thank you.
If you own a dog, this video is a lesson for you. Parked in a lot with his dog in the car, Ron wanted to ensure his dog didn't disturb the peace. However, things took a turn when an officer approached him and demanded his ID, citing suspicious activity. Ron, a 55-year-old man parked at a Dave & Buster's lot, was approached by police who claimed the area was known for narcotics and break-ins. Aware of his rights, Ron quickly pushed back, pointing out that suspicion alone does not justify detention or an ID request. Refusing to hand over his ID without a clear legal basis, Ron challenged the officers on their approach. While they cited general concerns about the area, they couldn't provide a valid reason for detention. When Ron repeatedly asked what specific crime he was suspected of committing, all they could offer was suspicious activity. Frustrated, Ron requested a supervisor. Watch what happens next and share your opinion in the comments.
What is your name and badge number?
Officer Turner, 3627.
Okay, thank you. I got pulled over. Well, I'm not pulled over. I parked in the Dave & Buster's parking lot, and I parked all the way in the back because I had my dog in the car. I didn't want anyone to be disturbed by the dog being in the car. And he's saying that he's detaining me for suspicious activity, but that's not a crime because I parked in the back.
I just need a
Supervisor.
54 at Dave & Buster's. Start a supervisor. He's requesting one. I've been trying to get out on the radio. There's a lot of traffic. If you can start a supervisor, I'm on a 54 at Dave & Buster's. So my supervisor's on the way, but he's extended from Powder Springs to Sandtown, so it's a
That's
pretty long
okay.
way.
I'll wait.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're gonna wait.
Yeah.
So that's what you requested right now.
I sure did.
All right, stay right here. Let me get my notebook because I'm gonna need your name and date of birth.
You won't. I'm not gonna speak until the supervisor gets here.
Well, so you can falsely. So you're not going to identify.
I'm not gonna falsely identify. I just want to speak to a supervisor.
Well, so that you still need to identify yourself when an officer asks for you while I'm investigating something.
But I
right
have
now.
to be suspected of a crime.
So
and I'm not
you
suspected of a crime.
You even said
Sir,
yourself,
I'm not
can you
suspected
stop
of a
interrupting
crime.
Me? You are literally just said that you are even. This is even suspicious being back here. You're parked back here. This is a well-known drug
No, I said
area.
that's what you were gonna say. I don't do drugs.
No, I didn't say you did
I'm
drugs.
55 years old. I don't do drugs.
Did I say that you did drugs?
But you're saying you're grouping me. Wait, hold on. You're grouping me.
You keep interrupting me right now. We're not going to do that.
You're
I'm gonna tell you that
grouping
right
me
now.
with other
so here's
people.
How to happen. I need
Okay.
you to just identify yourself. All right. You're in.
I'll wait
you're
for a
in
supervisor.
You're in a suspicious. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't move right there.
You're not allowed to touch my card. No seizures and searches.
399 28 out Georgia.
How's it going?
That's not a supervisor. So
I was being polite. Can I get your name and badge number?
Maze 3681.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Park in here while you were inside Dave & Buster's.
No, I was just about to go in and get pricing and stuff because my frat is going to have a party here for our anniversary, and he pulled me over and said I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even pull me over. I was parked.
Well, we have a lot of suspicious activity that happens.
But suspicion is not a crime.
Huh?
Suspicion is not a crime.
But it gives us reason to identify people and investigate because we do have a lot of drug activity that happens back here.
I don't do.
Man, your freaking lights are like a damn spaceship.
Agreed.
They're bright. How you doing?
Good. How are you,
Sergeant
sir?
Henderson?
Hi,
I didn't catch your name.
Ron.
Ron what? Ah, okay, I got you.
Nice try.
So here's the deal. I get what you're saying. I get what my officer's saying. All right. It is, you're backed in. You said you came out to check on your dog, right?
I just parked the car.
Right.
I was about to get out, and he just pulled up on me.
Okay.
And I'm like, and he said, "Why you parked back here?" And I said, "Because I have a dog in the car. I'm going in there." I didn't tell him the whole story because then he started, "Well, it's suspicion activity." I said, "You got your ID?" Suspicion is not articulating what type of crime that you suspect me of. I asked him if I was being detained. He was saying, "Well, you're being detained because of A, B, C, and D." No. I didn't commit a crime.
I got you. So we do have reasonable articulate your suspicion.
What is
correct?
that?
reasonable articulation.
No, what is my regional?
No, I'm
Okay.
laying into it.
Okay.
So we can, in different circumstances and circumstances like this is a known area that we do have narcotics.
Mm-hmm.
They do like you do. They back in, they park here. We have people traveling around. They meet up back here, all right? We also have people that come back here for other nefarious activities with relationships and things of that nature.
Uh-huh.
We also have people that park cars back here and
I don't think I'm gonna
Interrogate
do anything with my dog.
no, well, I hope not. That's another nefarious act that I don't want to go into. But we also have people that do park back here. People go out, they break into the cars, they meet up, they take off. So I get what he's doing, but at the same time, I see you're like, hey, I just parked my car, about to go inside.
Right.
So I'm not gonna demand that you show me ID.
Thank you.
So I just want you to understand where he's coming from, because we do have a lot of activity back here. And I'm not to say that you're one of those people, but we don't know, right?
Right.
And usually we don't know unless we identify people.
But after I explained it, I expected, for him to de-escalate instead of not let me explain why I was here and get an attitude with me. As my uncle, who's a retired police officer, I was just telling him, he said, you gotta be careful because that's POP, pissing off a police officer.
I got you.
And
and you get that, not to say that that's what his issue was,
his demeanor was 10 times better than his demeanor. Sorry, that's just how I feel.
but as it is right now, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Hey, just make sure that your dog, I know it's cold out here, so you don't really have to worry about the dog being hot.
Okay.
So just be mindful.
Well, that's why I
And
parked back
also-
here, so I didn't want anyone
Well,
to
also,
get
just
startled.
be mindful, if you're not one of those people that are breaking into people's cars,
Right.
parking out here puts you in that area where your car gets broken into,
Oh, in the back.
in the back.
But he's in there, so that's why I'm like,
Well, they don't, what kind of dog is it?
he's a bull mastiff boxer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is he a big dog?
Yeah, he's big.
Oh, well,
That's-
that may change
that's
their
why.
mind.
And I
Just
have my
keep that
dash
in
cam
mind.
on.
So I don't want you to think that he's like singling that, like picking on you, because of the fact that, like I said, we do have a lot of activity that goes on in this parking lot.
Right.
They have part-time officers that work here. We get calls out here. Things happen.
Right.
All right. But in the end, like I said, we're not. I'm not gonna just demand that you show ID or whatever.
Right.
It is what it is, but it works both ways. Sometimes, like I said, if you were just to show his ID, he's like, all right, great, see you later. And
No, he would have ran it in and all that. Then I'm
Right.
in the system. I know my uncle already told me all that stuff. So
Well, it doesn't put it in. It doesn't put it in the system.
Yeah.
We just check, make sure people don't
Yeah.
have warrants or things
Right.
like that. But in the end,
well, he ran my tag, so
So-
that would have bring it back anyway.
it does, but it doesn't show photos, because
Okay.
a lot of times, it will show
Right.
photos.
Right.
But either way, like I said, I want you to see where he's coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Well, no, in actuality, I don't see where he's coming from, but I do respect what y'all do. And you guys have a tough job. I have family members who are cops.
Right.
So I just don't.
Well-
He could have handled it differently. He could have de-escalated big time.
We'll talk, but I'm not going to hold you up anymore, mainly because I got hot coffee in the car that I literally just got that
Right.
I'm hoping doesn't get cold. So,
Well, thank you.
all right, take care.
All right.
All right.
All right, you too.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to educate people on First Amendment rights. The original video links are attached in the description. Make sure to check them out. We'll see you in the next video.